previously on Divorce Court.
My boyfriend, he's very demanding, and after he moved in, he started becoming controlling.
My clothes are still in the closet, like they're still in my luggage.
I need him help with me more with the bills.
What makes you think that you could move into her space and not pay bills?
Your Honor, me and my son pay the rent.
She never told me that I was going to have to really pay the rent. The bigger issue is her son and our privacy.
He only pays attention to me when he wants sex, Your Honor.
You just a little bit of a cash register right now.
I feel used. I think he might be cheating on me with other women.
We can't go any further on the intimacy level because her son lives right with us.
But you knew that walking in the door.
I can't trust him, Your Honor. I have text messages cursing at me. He doesn't care.
She knew where I was, but because I'm in a meeting probably with a female.
So at 1 o'clock in the morning,
I was still in a meeting.
with who? What do you do that requires you to be in a meeting at 1 o'clock in the morning? What do you do?
I have two things that I do. I am a graphic designer, and I also am a musician and a producer. I have meetings, and I have a live band.
You have meetings to do what, sir?
I have a band that I play with every week.
So were you playing that evening?
Yes, and immediately afterwards, I'm always, getting people to scan in to our band, our QR code, to
Your Honor, the next text was at 9 a.m. He didn't come home that night. And I'm texting him that morning.
The next time you heard from him was when you texted again at 9:46 a.m.?
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Lockhard, why were you out all night?
Because we had a lot of beef between us.
Mr. Lockhard, I'm gonna tell you something on the real. You can't lay up at my house, roll through anytime you want to, don't pay no bills, and then treat me like a piece of garbage. That's not gonna ever happen. I don't know who raised you, but that right there, that's some ignorant stuff. That's trifling.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's some trifling,
Yes, Your Honor.
sorry, little boy mess.
Yes, Your Honor. My side of it is that...
What is your side?
My side
He's always
is...
flirting with other women, Your Honor.
If you look at it, Your Honor, and you read the entirety of it, she was hot and livid, and I was handling business.
We
And
have these issues because he's always flirting with other women, Your Honor. There's always women around him. There's always women that he's talking to. He leaves out the room all the time, get away from me when he's on the phone, has these secret conversations. And I'm guessing it's because he's on the phone with women. I don't know what they're talking about. He says they're clients. How am I supposed to know if you're walking away and I can't hear what you're saying? I'm not trying to hear him, but I mean...
Your Honor, that's because she made my schedule. She's
if I made
part
your
of my
schedule...
business.
If I'm part of it, then why are you leaving the room?
My business is to be around women. I told her that from jump.
He did not tell me that, Your Honor.
I'm just curious, what kind of money are you making in this elusive business? You have a band and you have a graphic design piece. I am so sick and tired of hearing these people come up in this courtroom with this I'm a promoter, I work in the entertainment business. Mr. Lockhard, I've been working in media for a very long time.
Yes.
And I can identify very specifically what jobs I have. I know who my boss is. I know when the check's coming. I know how much the check gonna be. When I was an assistant district attorney, I had to show up down at the courthouse.
Right. But if your partner was always blowing up your phone, you wouldn't be as accomplished as you are now.
But my partner doesn't need to blow up my phone because I'm courteous to him all the time. I call him on the phone, babe, I'm sorry. As a matter of fact, you came to court the day after lunch, right?
Yes.
I called my husband during lunch. You want to know why? Because he had sent me a text message earlier, and I could not respond because I was on the bench. I texted him back. He couldn't respond because he was on the bench. You know why we do it like that? Because we grown people and we work every day and we need to be courteous.
Yes, Your Honor.
And, Your Honor, my son is here to back me up.
I'd love to speak to your son because he is someone who is actually in the mix of this, correct? Robert, will you ask the witness to come in, please? Mr. Lockhard, that's just interesting, the dynamic of how relationships... Y'all aren't communicating the same way that I would expect.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
How are you, Mr. Harvey? Thank you for coming.
I'm great, Your Honor. Thank you for having
What a
me.
nice young man. Will you please state your name for the record, sir?
My name is DeAndreas Harvey.
Hey, okay, Mr. Harvey. Since you've had a front row seat, I'm going to ask you to be my expert witness for just a moment.
All right.
What's your opinion of the relationship since you were there from the beginning?
Honestly, Your Honor,
I want you to be as honest with me as you can.
awful. I don't like it. First off, he's a clown, a circus, and we all got a free ticket. See this woman right here? You see where I got my looks from. She's an amazing woman, beautiful, talented, brilliant. Graduated college. She didn't have to deal with this. Honestly, ridiculous.
So, your mom told me that you help take care of the bills at y'all's house.
I do.
Do you work every day?
I do. I go to work every day just like everybody else does.
And,
proud of him.
well, you clearly raised a young man that knows what to do.
Yes, Your Honor.
But,
Okay.
Your Honor, this is where the part lies. He should really be minding his own business.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you something from the heart, Mr. Lockhard.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
He is minding his own business because he paying for a place where you live.
I-
Dude, on
yes.
the real.
Yes, Your Honor. I have paid whatever also, but
No, I'm talking about the rent, the house.
I don't know how true that statement is.
Let me ask you this, man.
Honestly.
What have you paid?
You have to check your mom's cash out. That's
you should
our
know.
personal-
You should know what you paid,
That's-
right?
that's our
no?
business.
Should you not know?
You know, but that's where we are in this life. It should in this equation. It's me and her.
No,
not-
actually, it's not.
I'm there
But I
too.
didn't ask to be a part of this equation that they've had for years. And really, that's where I am with it. It's either gonna be, me and us, and we're gonna, move forward, or it's gonna have to be them two.
But Mr. Lockhart, I need to say this with Mr. Harvey standing right there. It's never gonna not be him. That's her child.
To the end. I'm always gonna be here, man.
I'm gonna tell you something right now. You couldn't get in between me and my son right now, and I didn't even give birth to that child. There is nothing that you could ever say to me that would make me choose somebody else over my
I
baby.
understand that, Your Honor, and I have kids also, so I understand that part. What I'm trying to get to is this: we were building something together. He's kind of in the middle. I get that part, but where I am is this has to be a future between her and I. We're grown, so is he. He's gonna have to.
Yeah, you're right. I am grown, but I'm more mature than you. How'd that work?
You are at the grocery store with your girlfriend and your girlfriend's son.
Right.
Mr. Harvey, your mom seems to think there's been some cheating. Have you witnessed anything?
Yes, I have. I was looking down at my phone. I look up. He talking to another girl. They were doing a lot of laughing and giggling, Your Honor.
Why are you watching me so hard?
Because that's his mama. Mr. Harvey, your mom seems to think that in addition to what we've heard, there's been some cheating or inappropriate behavior.
Yes, Your
I hate to put you in this position. I just want to know, have you witnessed anything that goes to your mother's point?
Yes, I have.
What have you witnessed, sir?
We were actually in a grocery store, and she went around to another aisle to go grab something, so I was just there with him. I was looking down at my phone. I look up. He talking to another girl. And
Now-
I walked
It
up
was
to him.
business.
No.
See, that's where it goes.
I just
to
want to, that's why I'm going to
where
find out.
He needs to mind his own
Well,
business.
what was
John.
going on? What made you think he was flirting with another woman?
I walked up, I was like, what are you doing, bro? He was like, no, I'm just chill, we just talking. But they were doing a lot of laughing and giggling, Your Honor. A lot of laughing and giggling.
So I'm going to turn to you, Mr. Lockhard, and ask, just from a practical point of view, you are at the grocery store with your girlfriend and your girlfriend's son.
Right.
And someone who you are speaking to, was this someone that was an acquaintance? Or was it just a woman that you met there at the store? Please tell me the truth.
It was probably someone that I just had met, but I'm always pushing my business so that I can.
So, Mr. Lockhart,
more
very
income
similar to the way you
for the
rolled up
situation.
on Miss Harvey and the laundry.
Yes, Your Honor.
You roll up on this other miscellaneous chick at the grocery store.
Oh.
See, I know what to
Yes.
ask.
He's always
Do I
rolling
have-
up on
do
people.
I,
Your
do
Honor.
I use my charm to connect business?
He's lying.
Yes.
This lady just walked down the aisle with her buggy, minding her own business. He walked up there and started talking.
And that's the part I'm talking about. Why are you watching me so hard?
Because that's his mama.
And I want to make sure she's safe and she's happy, man. You should be ashamed of yourself.
That's his mother. That's what's gonna
I
happen.
get that. All right, so this is my question to you, Judge.
Yes.
Who holds you at night?
My husband, no question whatsoever.
Right. So it would be weird if your son was holding you, right?
My son doesn't need to hold me because
Right.
my husband's got my back. And guess what? Let me ask you a question.
All right.
Who write the check in the house? Thank you. Who pay the bills? Thank you.
Tell how it is, Your Honor.
But
Okay, excuse me. I don't pay for the
at
car.
At the end of the day, we
Excuse me. You asked a question.
Yes, Your Honor.
Be prepared for the answer, bruh.
Yes, Your Honor.
If you ask the question, I don't need to worry about who's holding me because the one that's holding me is the one that's holding me down.
Right.
Okay.
And I feel like
Right.
that's what I've been doing, but we have this extra party that is creating conflict
No, it's
Where
not
it's-
my son.
and where it's not. It shouldn't
Mr.
be.
Lockhard,
You decided to come in the house. You know I was there.
Well,
You seen me before
I
y'all got
invited
together.
him, but
Miss Harvey, you do realize how ridiculous this sounds. And young Mr. Harvey, I appreciate your insight. I appreciate your candor.
No problem,
But I
Your Honor.
am not going to have you stand here in the middle of what I'm about to say. Because your mama and I got to have a woman to woman. I appreciate you very much.
Thank you for having me,
Thank
Your
you.
Honor.
Absolutely.
This way.
You raised a good young man.
thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, he's got your back. And he's gonna make a good man for a partner of his own.
I really do hope.
Absolutely.
If he can stay out of other people's business, Judge.
Yeah, but Mr. Lockhart, this is his business. I'm gonna tell you why it's his business. Because until you step up and become the man of the house, you can't be the king of the castle.
I can't be the king because she got a prince thinking he's the king.
Well, he is the king because he's the one that's contributing.
Then,
You aren't.
Then it goes back to my point. Then let him hold you at night.
Guess what? She's not gonna need to have him hold her, but she gonna need to find somebody that can hold her down.
I can't even trust him, even with our sex tape.
Lord, you got a sex tape.
So, Your Honor, he recorded it in his phone.
That she was a part of.
I think he leaked it,
How you mean he leaked it? Some folk have seen it now?
from what I've been told.
Okay.
Sir. If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. If this is what you want, Miss Harvey, in your life, because I understand you were single for a while,
Yes, Your Honor, on purpose.
okay? I'm assuming you were single because you were waiting for the one that could hold you down,
Yes, Your Honor.
okay? Because holding you down is not just about holding you, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's about having your back.
Yes, Your Honor.
You need to have somebody in your life that can do that for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
And you and I both know it's not Mr. Lockhart.
Yes, Your Honor.
And
that's
I
the
don't know
story-
you, Mr. Lockhart. I don't. I sincerely don't. And you might be a good man for another kind of woman, but a woman that wants to have somebody in her life that's reliable and respectful and is an example for her adult son, sir, that's not what you've been doing. I'm just being blunt and honest with you. And if that's the kind of man you want to be, then that's on you, sir. It really and truly is.
Yes.
But if that's not what you want, then why are you doing it? You're a successful, college-educated woman.
Yes, Your Honor. You're right.
You can make choices for yourself. What
can't-
do you want in this life, and is it this?
And I can't even trust him, even with our sex tape.
Lord, you got a sex tape? Why would you have a sex tape?
It was his idea.
Okay.
It wasn't all the way my idea, Judge.
So, Your Honor, he recorded it in his phone during sex.
That she was a part of.
I
Take
allowed.
two.
You allowed.
We were in the moment. And so I trusted him with this in his phone. I'm like, okay, we're just doing it for fun, for us.
But you trusted it in another person's phone.
I trusted it.
But you do realize, though, immediately it's in the cloud.
Well, I trusted it in the man that I with and I love and care about.
But you
phone.
know it's in the cloud the moment it goes on the phone, right?
I
Okay.
do now, Your Honor. I do now. He
Because, I
leaked
mean,
the
that's
video.
just the way it works.
I think he leaked it. He leaked the video.
How you mean he leaked it? Some folk have seen it now?
From what I've been told.
Okay.
Sir,
This is the story that he told me, that he was at one of his meetings with one of his supposed clients, which might have been probably a female, at a casino, and he left the phone there on accident, and the video got out to at least 10 or more people in his phone.
Here's my question. Did he get the phone back?
He did, but when I was asking him questions about what happened, like how did it get leaked, who did it get leaked to, how did you get your phone back, I haven't gotten any answers.
So you lost your phone, you got your phone back, but somehow, out of everything in your phone, they took the sex tape with your girlfriend and passed it along to other people.
Yes, Your Honor. This is how it happened. I had a meeting. Was it with a female client? Yes, it was. It was at the casino.
I knew.
And as I was there, I was paying attention to the meeting. It was a couple other people there. And what happened was, as I was trying to delete some stuff, it was on my main screen. So when I closed the phone or whatever, or left it there, however that went, they seen it right there immediately, and they sent it out on to my messenger to a couple people.
Who sent it out?
That part I don't know.
I had to delete my social media because of this.
Okay, by the way, how much you get for it? Because you sold it if it's out there.
Trust me, Your Honor, and I know you don't trust me because you don't know me, but if I was going to sell a sex tape or leak something out, I'm gonna go all the way. I didn't get paid.
Why was my sex tape on your main screen?
It was there because I was trying to delete the little sex stuff that we had in our phone.
Why would you be in a meeting deleting sex tapes or photos or videos or anything? Why would you be in a meeting at a casino looking at your phone, photos, videos, sex tapes, etc.?
I thought at the time, too, that it was unprofessional, and I had to do some other things in my phone, and it was taking up space, and I was going to get rid of it.
And you didn't think that outside of a meeting was the best place to do that? Like maybe when you're home, when there's nobody else in the room? That's a likely story, Mr. Lockhard.
There's another story I have, Your Honor.
There's more?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wow.
He went out of town doing one of his
Meetings.
Yes, Your Honor. And he came back and he was acting a little suspicious. And so around 6 a.m., his phone was going off and I decided to go check it. And I looked and it was like all these text messages from these different women. One in particular, he was sending his picture back and forth to at the time when he was out of town. And they were texting back and forth saying they were gonna go hang out on the beach and do this and do that. I'm like, me and you haven't even done any of that stuff.
Well, Miss Harvey, you know what was going on? Let me just be as blunt with you as I can. He was looking for his next come up. Because you know we're gonna have the same story to the next woman that he meets either at the grocery store or at the CVS or wherever the ham sandwich he meets them.
Oh, wow.
That he's in between places and he gonna leave your bed and go right to hers. Child, you need to run. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Run.
I'm done.
I know, you can't be done with him. That dude's a clown. We ain't gotta worry about that. I'm with you all the way.
Robert, in a million years, I hope to God I am never that desperate that I would accept that kind of behavior.
She waited so long to find the right one and finds him in the laundry room.
She should have thrown him out with the wash, is what she should have done. And how is he going to actually question the woman's son when he does not have two nickels to rub together?
I mean, my man here, paying bills, he's just there coasting, taking a ride, and filming sex tapes.
And looking for his next cushion to fall into.
Right.
Ooh, that lady better run. And I'm talking run quick.